Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Guys, if you want to drop your next 20, 25, 30 plus pounds, get rid of your stomach without giving up your favorite foods, without giving up the foods you enjoy, I got you, man. I'm about to talk to you about not only what foods to eat, I'm going to show you the right way to eat also, and then how to still enjoy yourself and drop weight at the same time. All right? I'm about to share with you 15 plus years worth of information that I've learned over the past 15 plus years of coaching people. Okay? And so with that said, let's go ahead and get it in. Because I know there's a lot of snowflake trainers out there who tell y'all you got to, just eat chicken and broccoli every day. Ain't nobody trying to eat that boring ass diet every day. Can it work? Yeah. But I ain't no damn bodybuilder. I'm not trying to eat like a bodybuilder. I still want to eat good food. I still want to eat burgers from time to time. Tacos, red velvet cake, ice cream, cookies. I like to eat it. That's me. I'm not saying I eat it all the time, but I'm going to show you how I still enjoy myself and look good at the same time. All right? So, number one is this. You have to understand what foods you prefer to eat. Okay? A lot of people always ask me in my DMs and in my comments, like new followers, they be like, what foods do I need to eat? What foods do I need to eat to lose this stomach? Here's the thing. You can eat all the right foods and you still won't lose weight. Okay? Let's just get this point. I want to get this point across first. Because if you overeat on healthy food, guys, your ass ain't losing no stomach. You're not losing weight. You can look at all the vegans and vegetarians in the world who still obese and overweight. They got that big old ass stomach. You be like, yeah, all you do is eat healthy food. How is that possible? The ass ain't eating the right amount of food. Okay? And so it's not just about what you're eating. It's also the amount that you eat. And so I always said, your ass ain't tracking, you're slacking. And so that's the first part of it. Now, in terms of what foods you should be eating, guys, we pretty much all eat the same shit. All right? I got to spell it out for everybody now. I got to spell it out for some of our folks. We got proteins. Proteins are things like chicken, steak, lean ground beef, ground turkey, tofu, eggs, egg whites. These are proteins, okay? Proteins give you them gains. Proteins help you recover from your workouts faster. Proteins help you stay full for longer, even increase your metabolism. You got to have protein in your diet. But you pick whatever your go-tos are going to be. In my book right here called Gut to Abs, everybody who watching the podcast on Instagram right now, I have it's a chapter where I talk about the rule of 3. The rule of 3 is all about simplifying your life. Because I was at a point in my life at one point, life was so busy, and I would get to the point where I'm like super hungry. But I'm like, man, what am I going to eat right now? And I'll be scrambling and being reactive to just try to find something to eat because I was so goddamn hungry. And so I got to a point where I was like, man, I can't keep living like this. And so I developed the rule of 3, which is I have my top 3 proteins, top 3 vegetables, top 3 fruits. And if I'm eating fast food, I have my top 3 fast food restaurants. All right. It helps you simplify. You already know what your go-to is going to be. Okay. But now I got the proteins out the way. Now we got vegetables. I know we all grown, but there's still some grown folks out here that ain't no vegetables in months, if not years. And so I got to talk to you about what a vegetable is. We got things like broccoli, asparagus is one of my go-tos, Brussels sprouts. What else is another? You got bell peppers. You got spinach, green beans, string beans. Pick 1, 2, or 3 of them. Whichever ones you prefer to eat. Like I said earlier, it's not about what everybody else like to eat. What do your ass like to eat? Eat what you like to eat, okay? Whatever one of these vegetables or proteins you like, write it down. And you just rotate between these, okay? Eggplant. That's another vegetable. Now we have fruits. Guys, there's this thing that I almost said something. It's some snowflake trainers out there who go tell y'all eating fruit, the sugar in the fruit makes you fat. Guys, that is not true. Man, have you ever seen somebody that eats fruit that gained weight from eating fruit? That is not a thing, guys. No. Nobody ever on this earth said, man, I ate so many apples, I got big. I ate so many strawberries and blueberries, I got fat. That don't happen that way. They eating something else. Okay? And so fruits, the ones that I recommend you eat are fruits that have seeds in them. I'm talking about fibrous fruit, apples, strawberries, blueberries, kiwi, raspberries, blackberries. Okay? Pick your top 3 and rotate between them, because I know a lot of times people be like, I get bored eating the same thing every day. That's why I have the rule of 3. So whenever you get tired of eating strawberries, go to blueberries. You get tired of eating blueberries, go to kiwis. You rotate between them. Same thing with the proteins. You get tired of eating chicken, damn, it's a million and one different ways to cook chicken. The chicken ain't boring, your ass boring. You just gotta, if you get tired of baking it, air fry it. You get tired of air frying it, chop it up, put it in a skillet, season it up. There's a lot of different ways you can cook chicken. But let's say you just don't want to eat chicken. You can go to a steak. You can go to sockeye salmon. You can go to shrimp. Guys, rotate them. Whenever you get tired of eating a certain food, just rotate it. That's why you have to have your top 3. Okay? So that's the first thing. Now that we got this out the way, we know what foods you need to eat. Your ass need to be writing this shit down, because I know some of y'all, you be like, oh, I feel so motivated. I feel so good. I'm going to start my workout and my weight loss journey after this live. And then after the live, you go back to living the same way your ass been living. And so what we want to do is, the reason that my coaching clients get results is because I'm not just trying to give y'all information. I want you to use this shit so you can get results. Because it's the reason you're listening, and some of y'all who are watching this podcast, because there's something wrong, something in your life to where you like, man, I can't keep living like this. It might be your image, it might be your health. Guys, here's the thing. Truth be told, even if you're eating all healthy food, but you're 80 pounds overweight, that ain't healthy. You can still get high blood pressure like that. You can still get type 2 diabetes like that. It's the weight, man. That weight causes a lot of stress on your body. A lot of stress on your body causes these things to manifest inside of you. I was talking to somebody earlier, and has got sleep apnea. She was like, yeah, I just noticed sometimes when I be laying down and I be asleep, I wake up out of my sleep and I'm trying to catch my breath. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, your ass got sleep apnea. That's some scary shit, y'all. Like, my granddad passed away from sleep apnea. He had a heart attack in his sleep, guys. And he was 46 years old. And he was overweight. And so for a lot of y'all who are very exhausted when you're waking up, you're really tired all day, you got to start eating better, man. You got to get that weight off you, okay? And so that's the first part, knowing the right foods to eat for you, whatever ones are going to be the best for you. And I listed off quite a few of them, okay? And so that's the first thing. Second thing, understanding the right way to eat, guys. Understanding the right way to eat. Because the last thing I'm going to share, this is number 2. This is number 2. I got one more for you that's like go bring all this stuff together. But you absolutely have to understand the right way to eat. Because if you're just bouncing from diet plan to diet plan, 1 week you do the keto diet, then the next week you do the carnivore diet, then the next week you do this detox diet, guys, this is how you create eating disorders. This is how folks end up losing 10, 15 pounds, then gaining the same goddamn 10, 15 pounds back, if not more. This is how folks get on these diets and they lose so much weight, and then they be starving and exhausted and feeling burned out, and they can't even control themselves with the type of foods that they eat, because they jump from diet to diet. Oh, let me just try this out. Let me just try this. Oh, this sounds good. He got it. Let me try this out. Guys, you can't do that. What you have to do is build a healthy relationship with food. This is what you do, okay? I know that shit sound real simple, but a whole lot of folks are not doing the simple things. A lot of folks are trying to do the fat loss hack. and you hacking your way fat. You're doing a diet, then you find out that you can't be consistent with it, then you go back into your old habits. This is what's happening to so many people because they can't sustain the diet that they're doing. But when you build a healthy relationship with food, guys, you can enjoy yourself within reason. You understand, okay, cool, man. I don't want to just eat for pleasure. I want to eat for the value that I get from the food. Meaning, if you like me, grew up eating soul food every day, grew up going to the candy lady every day, so much so that you became the candy man selling candy in high school. I used to be slanging candy in school, selling Snickers, selling Skittles. What else I was selling? Hot fries. What else I was selling? I can't remember the name of the juice. It was some kind of juice. Can't remember what name it was. Anyway, I was a candy man. And I didn't really eat that much candy when I started selling it in high school. But guess what? The candy was selling so damn much, and one of my top sellers was Snickers. I was like, damn, you know what? Let me take this Snicker, man. And I started eating my product, man. I did the worst thing in the book. I started eating my product. I'll be honest with you. I started eating my product. And yeah, it just went all downhill from there. But anyway, that's a story for another day. I just say all that to say, I'm just like a lot of y'all. I like eating good food. I like the way it make me feel when I'm eating it. But after that 5, 10, 15 minutes, I start feeling like shit. I feel tired. I feel like I want to go to sleep. I get the itis. Back then, I used to, my hands used to break out in the hives. I used to have like real bad eczema on my hands. I used to have real bad, what they call it, acid reflux back then as well. Like, guys, I used to be up at like 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. Throat, esophagus used to be burning because I couldn't go to sleep because I had bad acid reflux because of all the junk food I used to be eating. And so I had to build a healthy relationship with food. So I stopped eating a lot of the Oreos. I stopped eating the Oreos with milk. I stopped eating all them goddamn peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Guys, I was miserable. I looked decent because I was young and I was working my ass off in the gym, but my health was poor. I had poor health, brain fog all the time, acid reflux, eczema going crazy. I'm telling you, it's not just about losing the weight. It's about you being able to truly enjoy your life too. So therefore, you have to understand and have balance, understanding how to build a healthy relationship with food. And so this rolls into the number 3, okay? This is how you still enjoy yourself while eating food, but dropping weight at the same time. We follow the 80-20 rule, okay? 80% of the time, you can enjoy you eat lean, you eat clean, you don't eat all this damn fast food. Guys, you're eating fast food every day. You're drinking sodas and sweet teas and lemonades every day. Guys, when I was growing up, man, eating and drinking stuff like even going to McDonald's was like a treat. We would do it like once every other Friday. Eating pizza was like once every other Friday. But now that we done got grown, you have nobody to discipline you. You have nobody to give you structure. You have to do this. Because if you don't discipline yourself, guys, there are consequences to this. Poor health, lack of energy, low self-esteem, low confidence because your body isn't where you want it to be at. Guys, this is important. This helps our mental health. If you're overweight, you're out of shape, you're always tired, of course it's going to be easier for you to fall into a depression. Of course you're not going to want to socialize as much as you may like to socialize, or maybe get out there and date or start that business on social media. You ain't going to do it because you're not confident and happy about how you really look. And so we only do this 20% of the time. We only eat these types of foods 20% of the time. And then, if I'm being real here, guys, I know I got a whole lot of freaker leaks that be following me on social media. Yeah, I know it. Y'all ass be liking to have fun. I bet y'all be over there at the what that little store called, the Tokyo Valentino or something like that. I gotta stop brand dropping, man. I can't be sending them no goddamn money, man. They ain't paying me no check. They can't get that respect from me. But anyway, all them freaks out there who listening, you know what I'm talking about. If you want to have some fun in the bedroom, you don't want to have to go through that erectile dysfunction. You don't want to have to turn off the lights when you're trying to enjoy yourself. You don't want to have to hide your body Cover up in the covers. You don't have to do all that. You ain't got to do all that. If you want to enjoy yourself and give on a good performance, stop taking all them goddamn honey packs and start eating better. Stop eating so much sugar. Stop drinking so much sugar. Because even though you can do these different ED supplements or whatever, it's not solving the root problem, guys. There's still root issue there. All the sugar that you're eating, all the starchy carbohydrates that you're eating throughout the entire day, eating muffins for breakfast, eating French fries for lunch, eating lasagna or what they call the meals that you put in the like one of the meals that cook in like 2 or 3 minutes. I can't remember what they call it. Like a quick meal that's already pre-made. Guys, they got a ton of sodium in it. You can't be eating like that all day. Every now and then you can't eat like that all the time. Of course you're going to end up with type 2 diabetes. You have to start taking care of yourself. And I look at being disciplined with eating the right foods, being disciplined with exercising, it's just a form of self-respect. That's all it is. People be wanting other people, everybody else to respect them. Hey man, if I'm going to be here, show up on time. Hey man, I called you, you hit me up, you ain't going to hit me back at all, man. You going to talk to me, any kind of way. But a lot of times, people be disrespecting themselves. They say they go to the gym, but they don't go. They say they go start that meal plan, they don't start eating right. You disrespecting yourself. And so, when you start taking care of yourself by being more disciplined, other people are going to follow suit. And if they don't follow suit, you can tell they ass to kick rocks. Because you've been taking care of yourself so much so that you've built up a high level of self-worth. You built up a high level of self-esteem. And you're like, man, the way I treat myself, I live by a certain standard. So I'm not going to let people just no-show me. I'm not going to let people just say they're going to be at the gym when I say, hey, let's work out together. And they no-show. Hell no, you don't get no chance, bro. You ain't even hit me up and tell me. There's no respect. You got to be disciplined. Discipline is very, very important. And so I say all this to say that 80% of the time, eat the healthy foods, man. All right? Eat the fruits. Eat the vegetables. Eat at home. Cook at home. Okay? If you really want to be healthy, if you're really tired of your body not looking good, you tired of being tired, tired of just stressing and worrying about what if things get worse. Now, if you keep living the same, some of y'all living real bad. I know it, because I be talking to a lot of y'all on these game plan calls. What's your life going to look like a year from now, 5 or 10 years from now? If you keep doing the same shit you're doing now, you got to make some changes, man. And so, I'm not saying they got to be perfect. I'm not saying you got to live like a bodybuilder. But what I am saying is, you got to develop some type of structure and routines in your life around how to eat the right way. What days are you going to work out? Hitting the gym with a plan and not just in that motherfucker winging it, wasting time. Like, guys, we grown. You ain't got time for that. Like, you just wasting your life away. Go ahead and figure this shit out, and so that way you can get the results you want and you can keep them because you built a new lifestyle. That's what it's about. All this trying to get in shape for the summertime and get in shape till you get married. Man, damn all that. Get in shape and stay in shape. Become fit for life. That's what it's about, guys. Because you don't want to end up having kids. And this is like real deep right here. Some of y'all are 50, 30, 100 pounds overweight and you got kids. And you know you're not happy about the situation that you're in right now. You're not happy with how your body looks. You're not happy with the high blood pressure medication you on. Or the type 2 diabetes medication you about to have to get on because the doctor say you better get some shit together. But if you don't figure this out, what make you think your kids not gonna go through the same things as you? Because you're setting the standard on how they need to eat. Some of y'all as parents, you're eating based on how you teach your kids to eat versus you setting the standard so your kids eat how you eat. They're supposed to eat like you, not you eating Pop-Tarts because your kids eat Pop-Tarts. Your kids need to see you eating fruit for breakfast and eggs and egg whites and omelets and turkey and chicken sausage or whatever, and they eat it too, not the other way around. That's why they're a kid. Guys, I wouldn't be here today had I not seen my dad lifting weights and that motherfucker doing bicep curls, doing bench press. I'm like, damn, that motherfucker arm look real swole. Chest look real built. I'm in middle school, man. If I start getting halfway like him, well, I might actually get me a girlfriend. So I started doing the same shit he was doing. He didn't have to force me to start working out because I seen the benefits. I'm like, man, I might be able to become popular. I might be able to actually have some clothes that look good on me. Because back then, you know, all the clothes was all big, and we started, you know, around that time, you know, I might be getting my edge out right now. But anyway, fat form, rocker wear was like the big thing back then. You know, clothes real big on baggy jeans, baggy shirts, whatever. But, you know, I come from humble beginnings, and so I didn't have a whole lot of confidence because my clothes didn't fit me like I wanted them to. And so as I started building more muscle, getting in shape, clothes started feeling better on me. And, you know, I got to the 8th grade, you know what I'm saying, got me a little girlfriend. I'm like, I was feeling myself. And so, guys, every area of your life starts to improve when you take care of you. A lot of y'all, I get it. You got a lot of responsibility. You got a lot of folks that you got to take care of and that you love. But here's the thing. If you pour it into everybody else but yourself, what ends up happening? You end up being empty. So you can't give back to them anyway at a certain point. So you always have to pay yourself first. Meaning you have to pour into you. That way you're always in abundance. Guys, how do y'all think I come up with so much motherfucking content? Because I'm always pouring into me. I always listen to different podcasts. I'm always listening to, you know, whether it's Dr. Miles Monroe. I'm listening to certain quotes, and I'm always pouring into me, man. And so I have an abundance for information. I could talk all day on these podcasts. I just don't, because some folks will just be like, shit, he going on and on. I'll get back on in the morning. But here's the thing. Start making it a habit to pour into yourself daily. This shit can't be I'll just do it every other week. I'll do it this month when I feel like it. It needs to be daily. The same way folks be like, man, I'm just not motivated to hit the gym. Start pouring into yourself daily. Have you written down what your goals are for the next 3 to 6 months? Write that shit down. Have you done it, but don't look at it? Guys, our frequency are the things that we frequently see. If you're not looking at things that bring you into a higher level of vibration, looking at certain fitness professionals on social media that you may aspire to be like, or that, encourage a healthy lifestyle that you want to have. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at the things that you aspire to have to increase your frequency. That's how this works. But if you're always just negative and you're pouring into everybody else and you just, oh, woe is me. Oh, it's just so hard. Oh, it's just the food. Oh, no, not another dead chicken. No, not another dead chicken. I don't want to do it. I want to eat fast food. Yes, your ass go stay fat real fast. So you got to pour into yourself, man. Pour into you. If you want to be a better version of yourself, if you want to look up 6 months to a year from now and be like, damn, man, I'm proud of me, man. Boy, it was tough, but I did it, though. I did it. Like, guys, accomplishing things shouldn't just stop when we're kids, when we get little trophies for playing sports, or we get our degree, or we get our, when we graduate from high school, our diploma, right? That shouldn't be the last time you have an accomplishment. You can still have accomplishments in your life by improving you. And an accomplishment can be, well, I knocked out 25 pounds. Well, I feel good about myself. I'm that guy. I knocked out 50 pounds. I knocked off 100 pounds. Man, that's bigger and better than any trophy that you could ever get, because you taking care of you, and now you got a new life. Some folks be so scared to invest in coaching because of their upbringing or whatever. I don't know. But do you not understand how life-changing it is to drop 50, 30, 50, 100 pounds? Guys, try walking around every day with a 30-pound book bag, 50-pound book bag, 100-pound book bag. Find out real fast how tiring it is, how exhausting you feel. the aches and pains in your knees and back. I know what y'all feeling. That shit is life-changing when you lose that kind of weight. But it all starts with you saying to yourself, you know what, man? I got to change up my lifestyle. I'm about to start eating better foods. I'm about to start building a healthy relationship with food. I'm about to start being disciplined with, on eating healthy food, 80 to 90% of the time. And then I'm going to eat my favorite foods the other 10 to 20% of the time. And so that way I'm not just losing weight, but I'm healthy. I can be around for the people that I love and care about. I can be around for my kids. I could be around for my partner. Guys, some of y'all, you got a partner, man, and you was in shape when you met him, but now you just didn't let your body just like get all bent out of shape. How you think they feel? You think they okay with that? Like they may love you, but damn, they like, you motherfucker done gained 30 pounds, 50 pounds, you ain't the same person. And some of y'all, you might be like, man, why my baby don't be getting all aroused like that no more when we be in the bed? Why my baby don't rub on me and touch on me and show me that affection like they used to? You just done gained too much weight, man. You gotta lose the weight. All right? They still love you, but they still human. They still see you. You gotta make sure that you're doing your part to be attractive for them. Because you're in a relationship, right? And so, of course, you should be thinking not just about you being selfish. You need to be thinking about them. Make sure you're doing it for them, too. And the people that you love and care about. Because it's so much more than just, the relationship and, the attraction. But, man, you being a better version of you impact so many other people that you don't even know. Like, you don't have to have no 140-something thousand followers on Instagram like I do. You can have 10 folks who just be watching you. It could be your kids. It could be your family. It could be your community. It could be people at church. They watching you. They were looking at your habits. They don't give a damn about what you're saying. They looking at what you're doing, your behaviors. That's what makes people respect you. Not just what you say. How are you showing up? Are you saying you working out, but then they see you a month, 2 months later, you still look the same way? They're looking at your habits. They're like, yeah, they just said it. They ain't did shit. I knew they weren't going to do nothing. Yeah, they ain't going to do it. They said that about 2-3 times before. They ain't did nothing. You can't be like that. You got to show them. Even your kids. If you got kids, your kids see you trying to lose weight. When are they going to see you finally lose the weight? And so they're not saying you look pregnant no more. And you're not pregnant. Come on, man. It's time to raise your standard. It's time to start raising your standard of living. And the most beautiful part of life, guys, is you have the power to change your life with just one decision. Just like that. Like some of y'all who are listening and watching right now, you could be in, you just never know what people are in their life. Like I've been through a lot of rough times in my life and, I smiled through it all. People didn't know. But you can make a decision tonight or, whatever time you're looking at this podcast or listening, and you can be like, man, I'm no longer willing to live the way I'm living. I'm tired of my clothes not fitting. I'm tired of being tired all the time. I'm tired of, worrying and stressing about my health getting worse. I want to be a better example for the people I love and care about. And decide. Stop all this 1 foot in, 1 foot out shit. Stop trying, stop dabbling. Lock in, get focused, and run the play. And watch your life look up 3, 6, 12 months from now, and your life can be completely changed. Completely. I got coaching clients who be dropping 25 to 35 pounds in 3 months. Imagine if you just drop 25 pounds every 3 months for the next year. You down 100 pounds. You dropping the bare minimum amount, 25 pounds every 3 months. It's 100 pounds in a year, y'all. Shit ain't rocket science. It's very simple. You just got to be intentional with making shit happen and focus. Not just, I'll do it when I get around to it. The people who always, I'll do it when I get around to it, they struggle and suffer for a very long time. And the reason I go so hard, man, I just be looking for that one person. Each time I just want my content and just slap shit out of somebody in the face. They be like, woo, he talking to me. And then they hit me up 3 months in. They be like, oh, Jay, man, I appreciate you, man. I'm down 25 pounds. Whew, it was hard as hell. Let's do it again. And then 6 months in, woo, Jay, I'm down 50 pounds. Like my coaching client, April. April down 50 plus pounds. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Now she just broke 190. She into the 180s, and she's still dropping. I'm telling you, shit is happening. You either go get on the train, or you go watch everybody else just ride on past your ass. They go get all these results. But if you like me, I got tired of seeing everybody else winning and I wasn't winning. And so I was like, man, I got to switch up some shit that I'm doing. I humbled myself. And I invested in the coach. And I was like, look, I'm going to follow your shit to a T. I just need to know that it worked. And I saw that it worked because I seen all those other clients. And my content went from like 20, 30 something thousand followers. Now we over 140. You know, and I even launched the podcast in the past year. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens when you get focused. That's what happens when you become intentional. Remove all distraction, guys. Now, some of y'all in your 30s and 40s and 50s, man, you're still young as hell. Go ahead and make this shit happen. Lock in for a good 3, 6, 12 months, and the rest of your life is the best of your life. You can start enjoying yourself. Vacations, going to the pool, hitting the beach. You ain't got to cover up that big old ass shirt. You can have your birthday suit on, and it ain't your birthday. Every day your motherfucking birthday. Because you look good and you feel good. Come on, man. All right? Anyway, with that said, this is how you lose weight while enjoying your favorite foods. Hopefully y'all found this helpful. We out. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.